12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. We've made it to midweek. It is Wednesday, January 25th.
Yes, happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us.
Did we scare you off, Sarah?
It's okay, Sarah.
It's like she forgot a jacket on a cold morning.
It's
she went
okay.
running out of here.
Yeah, speaking of cold morning, did you remember?
Oh, I was awkwardly in Justin's shot. Sorry, guys.
You're fine.
Okay.
We're going to take our time. Well, now we'll see Justin. Yeah.
Sarah, welcome to live TV. You've never done this before,
I've never
right?
done it before.
Good. She was weaving through the cameras. It was fine.
Oh, it's just a weird start. Anyway, welcome. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, the 25th of January, and Justin Horn is here.
Indeed it is. Yesterday was a beautiful day when it came to the rain. The rain has shifted out, and now we're getting some cold temperatures this morning. 41 degrees right now at the airport, but that is actually a warm up from where we were earlier in the mid-30s. 41 Canyon Lake, 36 up there in Comfort, 37 in Kerrville. A lot of places in the 30s this morning, but it'll be a pretty quick warm-up. We'll make it up to around 60 this afternoon. Pollen count is in. We did have gusty northwesterly winds yesterday, but Mountain Cedar didn't do too bad. It's at 130 right now. Jumped up into the moderate category. Molds are low. Could be much, much worse. I think we're getting towards the end of Mountain Cedar season, which is terrific news. And I mentioned the forecast for today. Temperatures make their way up to around 58 or so, 58, 59, with northwesterly winds 5 to 15 miles per hour and gusty. And as we look at some of the weather headlines here, we're going to have an update on yesterday's severe weather. A lot of tornadoes around the Houston area. More severe weather today. We'll check up on that. Plus, more rain for us. When's our next chance in the Aquifer? We've updated the Aquifer totals. It's been a while since we've looked at the numbers. Did we get a bump from yesterday's rain? All of that coming up in just a bit. Well, let's get over to Steven now and check in on those roadways. The roads are a little drier this morning.
Oh, Justin, a lot better than what we saw yesterday. I mean, we had a pretty quiet start during the early edition of GMSA, but let's take a look at the commute right now. Things have obviously quieted down. Morning rush is over. A lot of folks have already arrived to their destination, hopefully on time, but definitely safely. You can see there 35 north at Loop 410. Now, during Good Morning America, we had a number of crashes. Some of those have already cleared out, a lot of them actually. One of those that was causing a big slowdown there in the eastbound lanes of 90 was right there as you approach General McMullen, but it looks like that has already cleared from our map. And the good news is we're just seeing a lot of green out there, meaning traffic is flowing steady without any trouble. And that's really what we're seeing now as we give you a wide bird's eye view of the metropolitan area. A few slowdowns are still lingering in and around town, but nothing major. We know that there are active construction spots, so just watch out for those crews. That's probably why we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown up here along 1604 between I-10 and Mandera on the northwest side. But other than that, it's back to normal, and I have to say that it was a nice start to the morning. There is 281 at Sprucewood. Just make sure you have those sunglasses handy. And other than that, guys, it's just been off to a better start. Happy about that.
Stephen, we are too. Thank you.
And here's today's 9 at 9.
This morning, police in Washington state are searching for answers after another deadly shooting. Authorities say a man killed 3 people in what appears to be a random attack before turning his gun on himself. This happened more than 2 hours south of Seattle in Yakima.
A 66-year-old man is in custody accused of shooting and killing 7 people and injuring another person at 2 farms in Half Moon Bay outside of San Francisco. Though the victims were all of Asian or Hispanic descent, police believe the attack stemmed from a workplace dispute and not hate. The suspect was ordered to be held without bail and is due in court today.
A major storm is pushing from the lower Mississippi Valley heading towards the lower Great Lakes and to the northeast by tomorrow. The storms from this system have already left a mark on Texas. The National Weather Service says a tornado was confirmed near Pearland yesterday, just south of Houston. So far, there are no reports of storm-related deaths.
A sheriff's report sheds light on what happened to actor Jeremy Renner during his New Year's Day accident. That investigation revealed that Renner was using his snowcat to tow his nephew's truck off of his driveway when the vehicle began to roll down the hill. Now, he jumped out to save his nephew from getting hit, but did not set the emergency brake, causing the vehicle to crush him. Renner is currently recovering at home from his injuries.
Online ads are now at the center of a lawsuit pitting the federal government against Google. The Department of Justice is now suing Google, accusing it of abusing its role as a dominant player in the online ad business. In response, Google says the lawsuit is the government trying to, quote, pick winners and losers.
Workers starting out at Walmart will be getting more money. The company now says it's raising its base pay from $12 an hour to at least $14 an hour. But some of its rivals, including Amazon and Target, already have minimum wages of $15 an hour.
Companies across the country are trimming payrolls by letting temporary workers go at a faster rate. In the last 5 months of last year, companies dropped over 110,000 temp positions, including 35,000 in December alone. That was the biggest monthly drop since early 2021.
Amazon is offering a new way to get prescription drugs. Prime members can sign up for a program called RX Pass. For an extra $5 a month, they can get unlimited access to dozens of commonly prescribed drugs.
Some of America's largest banks are working to compete with Apple Pay and PayPal. 7 major banks, including Bank of America and Wells Fargo, are working with the company that runs their Zelle electronic payment service. The new electronic wallet would allow people to make purchases online. It's due to launch later this year. And that's today's 9 at 9.
In your morning headlines now is truly the time for our entertainment portion of the program. We're talking Super Bowl, pregame, and halftime.
Plus the Oscars. So joining us now, our entertainment team, Sarah and David.
I know. David's really used to doing sports reporting.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready for entertainment reporting?
Sure.
All right.
The Entertainment Tonight jingle.
Can we do that on KSAT?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
So, you know, who is it? Who are the Entertainment Tonight hosts?
Isn't it Deborah?
So they're supposed
Yes.
to stand like this and coming up.
Oh, no.
I just watched it recently.
Oh, goodness.
Were you thinking of Deborah Norville on Inside Edition?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Wrong show.
That's what I was-
Okay.
Oh, goodness, I forgot. Well,
let's start
take
with,
it, yeah.
with the Super Bowl. And I heard this news last night. I think it's pretty cool, David.
Super Bowl's gone country.
Yeah.
Country superstar Chris Stapleton has the privilege and honor of singing our nation's national anthem before Super Bowl. It's on February 12th in Glendale, Arizona. You remember Stapleton has won 8 Grammys, 10 Country Music Association's awards. He's from Kentucky. He's noted for his big hits, Tennessee Whiskey, Parachute, and Starting Over. Now, a lot of folks may not be familiar with country and Western music around San Antonio, but you're familiar with Adele and you're familiar with Pink. He's got duets with both of those young ladies. So,
I do know that.
and those are big hits, too. So you'll recognize him when he gets those areas. There's that. It's the beard.
It's the beard.
The beard
I mean,
and the
even if you don't know country music,
Yeah.
you know Chris Stapleton because
Yeah.
of the beard. Hey, but 2023 is shaping up to be another big year for Abbott Elementary star Sheryl Lee Ralph. Now, she was just booked a new gig, and it's not for her acting skills. So the NFL has chosen Ralph to perform during the Super Bowl's pre-show. She will sing Lift Every Voice and sing known as the Black National Anthem. Social media was buzzing when she sang on stage while accepting her Emmy Award in 2022. She has had a long career on Broadway, starring in the 1981 Broadway musical hit Dreamgirls.
How about that for your Super Bowl entertainment for just part of it? Pretty good? You like
Yeah.
that?
A lot of bases covered there.
Okay.
All right. All right. So now let's move on to the Oscars. That's on KSAT 12. And that's February, when is that? March? February, March? What day is that? Oscars?
February, is it 10th?
Oh, it's March?
12th.
Yeah.
It's March 12th.
Hang
Okay,
on, I'm
March.
looking.
Oh my gosh,
I
it's
think
my anniversary.
Oh, wow.
I should have remembered that.
So now we get a lot of time. It's your anniversary.
Yeah. My
You know,
one
get a
year.
lot of time
My
for
one
the
year.
anticipation.
March 12th, 7 o'clock right here on KSAT and
Oh,
ABC.
okay. Okay,
Yep.
good.
There you go. So the nominations are in. The countdown has begun. It's the 95th Academy Awards, by the way.
That's right. It's a big one. So let's take a look at some of those big nominations. David, give us the best actor in lead roles.
Austin Butler in Elvis, Brendan Fraser for The Whale. Some of the big names to be nominated for actor in the lead role. Just a couple. Elvis, I tell you, he's got a good chance.
He's got a good chance, but Brendan Fraser, I mean, all the talk is on Brendan Fraser for his role in The Whale. I haven't seen it. I really, really want to see his work in that.
You seen
Elvis?
Oh, of course I've seen
Yeah,
Elvis. Elvis was
Elvis and
great.
The Whale. I mean, where are we going with
Well,
this?
I mean, right now I like Elvis, but I haven't seen The Whale.
I haven't seen The Whale, but I know Elvis has left the building, but he hasn't left.
Oh, and he
Awards
hasn't
somewhere.
left Austin Butler either. He's talking to him like he's talking just like him now.
So,
Okay,
right.
well, let's talk about the leads in for women. Anna de Armas in Blonde and then Michelle Yeoh in Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Michelle Williams in The Fabelmans are some of the standout nominations for actress in a lead role. Michelle Williams, I watched The Fabelmans just last weekend. She was phenomenal in that movie.
I just recently tried to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I thought the plot was Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I couldn't stick with it. But that's just me.
Yeah.
That's just
You know,
me. It's getting
Mark's a pretty good critic. So
It's already won a ton of awards,
Yeah.
and she is amazing. Also, the other gentleman that's nominated from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
And they have the most nominations with 11 nominations.
Right.
They're kind of leading the way. But let's talk
If I
about.
can't get by the title, then I'm.
Yeah. David's already
I'm not going to
confused.
know anything about the movie. So everything, everywhere. What is it?
Everything
Everywhere,
All at Once. Yes.
Let's say it together.
That's right.
You gotta
And then,
figure
David, what are the big nominees
All right,
for Big Best Picture?
Avatar.
Yes.
Stunner. The Way of Water. Elvis. The Fabelmans. And of course, Top Gun Maverick.
You know, Top Gun
And-
Maverick
Oh, go ahead.
really surprised me.
Did it?
I mean, no, I loved
Really?
the movie, but I just feel like that's kind of one of those movies that are usually, I don't feel like it was artsy enough for them to get a nom like that for Best Picture.
We were talking about that yesterday. Some of the big box office hits usually never get nominated.
It's usually, you know,
But this year, Avatar's been nominated, and Top Gun Maverick has been nominated, and they're big box office
I
hits.
think because they're big comebacks.
So is that
Both
why?
Avatar,
Yeah.
well, Top Gun even longer span of years.
they also both made a ton of money.
They did.
that too.
And something else to be said for Top Gun Maverick. A lot of people found it nostalgic. And we're maybe nostalgic for a type of film that we don't see many
There you
times
go.
anymore.
I would love for them to win. I think that movie, I loved that movie. There's
And then
nothing
that-
bad I could say about it.
That one, that Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
You got it, David. You got it.
Wow.
That was it.
That,
And after
of course.
today, you keep that name out of your mouth. Okay. Okay.
I'm just going to walk around saying, hey, what's going on? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Once.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Will Smith not allowed this year.
No.
909, 41 degrees, still ahead on GMSA at 9.
What started as an outreach to Hispanic women about heart disease turned into a conference for all women to know the warning signs. So in the next half hour, we're going to be joined by a representative with the American Heart Association to talk about Vestido Rojo happening on Saturday. Plus,
after months of feeding and grooming these animals, local students will present them for judging at the San Antonio Livestock Show. What it took to get to this moment. Next.
913, local students getting ready to showcase their agricultural-based knowledge and skills at the San Antonio Livestock Show.
Tiffany Huertas is live at Burbank High School to introduce us to some of the participants and to tell us more about what they have learned. Good morning.
Good morning. It's super busy out here this morning. The San Antonio Livestock Show has provided over $243 million to Youth of Texas through scholarship grants. And some of them are students here from Burbank High School, and they've been preparing. Teachers and students are excited to be presenting at the Livestock Show this year. This morning, we have Mark, the agricultural science teacher here. Good morning. Talk to us about this program here has been for a long time.
Yes, ma'am. Burbank Ag started back in 1937. We've been very strong for almost 100 years, 90 years now. This year, we have several students here who are participating at the San Antonio Stock Show. Some of them have already participated at the Bexar County Stock Show, but now we're moving on to San Antonio. They've been working very hard. They've received their animals back in September, and they've been feeding them ever since then, through Thanksgiving break, through Christmas break. They've all done a wonderful job. They're going to represent Burbank very well. We got some pigs are going to the Gilt Show and some are going to the Market Barrow Show. So we're going to represent Burbank really good this year at San Antonio.
What are judges looking for?
Well, as they go through, we have different, gilt pigs and barrow pigs. Gilts are the females. They're looking for breeding qualities of the animal, and then on the Market Barrows, they're looking for the carcass quality. Completely different sets of qualities on the animal. So as the judges go through, they just go through and they look at all the different animals, and like I said, for the breeding characteristics, they're going through and they're looking for the length of the animal, the hips of the animal. On the market, they're going through and looking, like I said, at the carcass quality of the animal, how wide the animal is, how wide the animal is, the muscle and the bone structure.
And one of the students here that is really excited to be showing us this morning. Alexis, talk to us. You're a senior right now. How excited are you?
I'm really excited. It's my senior year. It's my last year showing. It's my second year doing this. And I really I love with the animals. I love being with them. I love spending every day with them.
And let's walk with yours.
Let's get to my
this is Rex. Tell us about Rex.
Me and Rex, I've had Rex since the beginning of school, so about August, September. I've had him since September. We have been bonding every day since. We sit here, we eat marshmallows together. He drains my bank account with the marshmallows, okay? He just goes crazy.
Well, I'm excited for you to tell us a little bit more. We're going to have more coming up on the noon show. And I love his gold coat. It's so nice.
We try to take care of him. We oil him up every day. We just want him to look nice. We want the judges to think he's a nice pig. We just want to show how loved he is, because he is really loved. Everyone at the barn they love him so much.
Well, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to send it back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. I like that. Gold coat. Listening in the sun.
Let's go outside with the live cam. Beautiful day, cleared out yesterday. Beautiful blue skies, gorgeous sunrise this morning. Yeah. Probably going to be an equally nice sunset tonight.
Should be. It should be. You know, it's always after these storm systems we get these great days. The wind will die down today. We'll probably get up around 60. A pretty ideal late January day. It was not so nice yesterday. Morning here, and then you get towards Houston during the afternoon. It was a rough day. Let me show you some of the reports of tornadoes yesterday down there along the Texas coast. It was an area we thought might be busy, and indeed that turned out to be the case. 16 reports down there around Houston. One of those tornadoes was basically along the Beltway there in South Houston, right near Pasadena. There thankfully were no injuries, but there was quite a bit of damage to trees, cars, power lines, a few homes. And there were more tornado reports as the night wore on out towards Beaumont and into parts of Louisiana. So that was some pretty wild weather yesterday. And now that severe weather risk is shifting east. So it's now the Carolinas, Florida, and Georgia that'll be dealing with some severe weather today. Probably not quite as robust, but there is the chance there, that line of storms now working its way towards the East Coast. There's a tornado watch box down there in parts of Florida. And then you go north, and you run into some snow, some pretty heavy snow. Chicago, Cleveland, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, even New York City getting a few flakes. And this means that there could be some travel delays up here throughout the morning time and even into the early afternoon as that heavy snow continues to fall. So this system, again, started in Texas, but now it's working its way towards the northeast and covering a lot of real estate. I want to show you the visible satellite picture because we can now see some of the snow that fell yesterday across the Texas Panhandle. These are clouds here, but if you look closely, that is all snow that is still on the ground. You can see where it accumulated. Lubbock up to Amarillo, a little bit of snow on the ground there around Wichita Falls. Always cool to see. We've taken a look basically from space down on Earth, and yeah, there is some snow on the ground still across parts of the Texas Panhandle. Here it's just sunny and beautiful, 41 degrees right now. Yeah, it's a little cold, but it'll warm up. West-northwesterly winds at about 6 miles per hour. Here's the forecast temperature for today. We think by noontime we're up around 52 here in San Antonio, and then by the afternoon, upper 50s, probably up around 58 or so, 59. That's just 55. I think it's warmer than that. Some 60s down to the south, and then tonight we'll fall into the low to mid 30s, so 34 here in San Antonio. There will be some freezing numbers as you get north of San Antonio, 32 in Boerne, 31 Kerrville. So late freeze tomorrow morning in some spots, and it will be cold here in San Antonio. Dew point trend, very dry now. We do get the dew points to build though. Quite a bit on Friday. In fact, by Saturday, we've got dew points close to 60. That's going to lead to some fog and drizzle, I think. So let's fast forward to Friday morning. This is 7 a.m. Here come the clouds, and by Friday afternoon, we're cloudy. So we lose the sun, and then by Saturday morning, that's when we start to see some of that drizzle, maybe some fog, a few light showers. So it's going to be sort of a damp start to your weekend. That probably holds on until the early afternoon before breaks up a little bit, but we can't even rule out a shower Saturday afternoon. So here's how it looks in the extended forecast. 59 today, 58 tomorrow, 58 Friday, but it turns mostly cloudy. And then some fog, drizzle Saturday, 70 on Sunday. Should clear out some with a frontal boundary. And then next week's a little uncertain when it comes to rain chances, but right now we've got a 20% chance in there Monday or Tuesday. We've had so many 7 days where there's been nothing, no rain chance. Great to see that we're still getting the chances. We're not getting a ton of rain, but at least we're still getting the chances off and on here.
Well, perhaps a little bit at a time.
That's right.
Thank you, Justin.
Yeah.
Right now, 920, 42 degrees.
Troubles with Ticketmaster. Purchases for Taylor Swift's concert has made it to Capitol Hill. What senators from both sides are saying about the debacle after the break.
924, a rare show of bipartisanship on Capitol Hill.
Senators came together over the issue of Taylor Swift concert tickets and the recent sales debacle at Ticketmaster.
ABC's Andrea Fajii reports the question now, is the company a monopoly?
You have brought together Republicans and Democrats.
During a hearing yesterday, senators from both sides of the aisle laying into concert giant Live Nation, Ticketmaster's parent company, for its handling of November's botched Taylor Swift ticket sale.
Whoever in your company was in charge of that ought to be fired.
Executives apologizing.
We apologize to the fans. We need to do better, and we will do better.
But quickly shifting responsibility, blaming the overwhelming 3.5 billion ticket requests they received on scalpers and bots, computer programs pretending to be buyers.
This is what led to a terrible consumer experience.
The panel not buying it.
Why is it that you have not developed the algorithm to sort out what is a bot and what is a consumer? Why is it that the bank can do it, but you can't?
Ticketmaster and Live Nation merged in 2010, combining ticket sales and venue management under one company. Many now accuse the company of operating a monopoly, controlling 70% of the market. Critics argue the lack of competition means there's no incentive to improve the customer experience.
This is all a definition of monopoly.
Senators also took aim at Ticketmaster's prices and fees, noting that ticket fees now average 27% of the ticket cost and can climb as high as 75%.
If you care about the consumer, cap the price.
Live Nation's president insisted Ticketmaster does not set ticket prices or control fees beyond its service fee. But senators invoked Taylor Swift herself to cast doubt on that claim.
Ticketmaster ought to look in the mirror and say, I'm the problem. It's me.
Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
And the Justice Department is looking into whether Live Nation is a monopoly.
Testimony from yesterday's hearing could potentially play a role in the case.
Right now, 926, 42 degrees. There's more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Including open auditions for one of the largest children ballet productions here in San Antonio. We're going to have a sneak peek of what it takes to put on the production and what you need to know for the upcoming auditions.
Plus, a group's mission to inform Hispanic women about heart disease is now reaching out to everyone. We'll be talking with a representative from the American Heart Association. Tell us more about Vestido Rojo and all their efforts to fight heart disease.
And as we head to break, a reminder that it is Girl Scout cookie season, and starting today, you can order your favorite cookies, and this year, you can try a brand new limited edition cookie. You can read more about it right now on our website at KSAT.com. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Fighting heart disease, that's the goal of Vestido Rojo. The American Heart Association's program offers blood pressure checks, even some heart-healthy cooking workshops, and started out as outreach to Hispanic women.
Organizers are hoping to get the word out in time for this Saturday's event. And joining us live right now to talk about the conference is Jordan Campos with the American Heart Association. Good morning.
Hi, Jordan.
Thank you guys for having me today.
Definitely. And, for our viewers who are not familiar with the American Heart Association's Vestido Rojo event, tell us about it and how long it's been around.
Yeah, absolutely. So Vestido Rojo is a free women's health conference that's been happening here in San Antonio for the past 17 years. This is year number 18. It was started as the intentions were to really educate the population that's local to us. So to create a message that works for the women here in San Antonio.
Jordan, as a reminder to our viewers, how important is it to get out the word about heart health? How important that truly is?
It's crucial. So heart disease is the leading cause of death in America. It's the #1 killer of women. So it's really important that we have these conversations and draw attention to this issue.
And going back to this Saturday's event, we understand there's been a change in the venue. Tell us about the new venue at the Whitty Museum, and where can participants park, and is there a specific place for them to enter for this event?
Yes, so as I mentioned, this is year number 18. So in the past, there's been several different venues to accommodate the conference. And last year, as well as this year, we have been at the Mays Family Center at the Whitty Museum. It's a beautiful space, and it provides plenty of room for us to do everything we want to do at Vestido Rojo. So there's free parking available. If you arrive at the center, it's really easy to find. It's a parking garage, completely free parking there. It's actually the Breckenridge Park parking garage to the left of the Whitty Museum if you're standing on Broadway facing the Whitty Museum.
Good to know. All right, Jordan, so day of the event, what should participants bring with them, and is there a dress code, say?
Yes, so it is the Vestido Rojo, right? The red dress event. So we love to see people showing up in their best red outfits. However, it's not required. I usually tell people wear what you would wear to church on Sunday or business casual, something along those lines. We want you to be comfortable. We're going to do a little bit of light movement, but it's really fun to dress up. You'll see a lot of ladies there in red dresses, red outfits, red hats. It's really cool to be along the lines of the theme. We recommend that people bring stuff to decorate your tables. So we do table decorating contests. So if you want to set up something in the center of your table, please do so.
I was going to say, Jordan, that Steph nailed it today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
I'm ready. Ready for this Saturday. Speaking of this Saturday, how can people still sign up to be a part of the event?
So you can reach out to myself at jordan.campos@heart.org. We also have a link available to sign up virtually, so you can do that by reaching out to any of our American Heart Association social media, and I'm sure it will be available. We have a flyer. It's attached on the flyer.
All right, Jordan Campos with the American Heart Association, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much. Hope to see everybody out there on Saturday morning.
Good luck with your event, Jordan.
Thank you.
And let's look out there with live cam. It's chilly, 43 degrees, but it's pretty. The sun's out.
Sun's out and temperatures are starting to take some big jumps here. We're going to continue to see that throughout the morning. So eventually we'll be up near 60 this afternoon, but it is chilly out there. Definitely some jacket weather right now. I want to show you temperatures across the state. It's really cold up in Lubbock where there's still some snow on the ground. We showed you that earlier with the visible satellite picture. 24 degrees there, 26 in Amarillo, 39 Dallas, 41 Waco, 44 in Houston. Cold across the entire state and really across a large portion of the country. 28 in Omaha, 23 Denver, 7 up in Caribou, Maine, one of the cold spots this morning. And like it's been all winter long, the warm spot down in sunny Miami, 80 degrees there at 9 a.m. in the morning. Always warm down there in South Florida. Take a look at this picture from San Antonio this morning. This is just another example of how beautiful that sunrise was earlier. We had such beautiful coloring in the sky. Manuel sent this in. We appreciate that. Is a great shot there on the northwest side of San Antonio. Right now, we're dealing with temperatures in the low 40s. Dew point is at 32 and a west-northwesterly wind at about 6. I will caution you the winds will pick up a little bit today. Not a lot, but a little bit. We'll see some gusts maybe up to around 20 miles per hour or so. Those temperatures eventually make their way up to around 59 for a high. And then tonight, we'll see the numbers fall off quickly into the 40s by 8 o'clock. And by tomorrow morning, probably our coldest morning in the 7-day forecast, down into the low to mid 30s. More on that forecast and when our next rain chance shows up, coming up in just a few minutes.
Justin, thank you. Right now, I want to take you live inside the courtroom for the murder trial of Andre McDonald. That's the Air Force major accused of killing his wife here in San Antonio area back in 2019. What I can tell you right now is you're looking at some images. There's a cell phone analyst testifying on the stand right now about data from McDonald's phone of his whereabouts at the time his wife disappeared.
And yesterday, jurors were shown more evidence against McDonald, including pictures from inside his home the day his wife was reported missing and text messages showing the couple arguing and talking about a potential divorce. Defense lawyers argued this should be a manslaughter case instead of a murder case.
Now, found guilty, McDonald faces up to life in prison. Court reporter Eric Hernandez has been following this trial from day one and will be live streaming it beginning to end on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, our app, and also on the KSAT YouTube channel. Check out our coverage there.
And out right now is the latest Texas Crime Stories podcast. This week it's about the sole survival of the railroad serial killer, Angel Resendez. And Resendez is suspected in as many as 24 murders across the U.S. and Mexico in the 90s, including in San Antonio and Houston.
Remember that case well. Holly Dunn is the only survivor of his attack. She shares her terrifying story with hosts Erica Hernandez and Lee Waldman and how she's helping other victims now. You can listen to The Will to Live right now on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe. All right, true or false, you can catch a cold by not dressing warmly enough on a cold day. The short answer is false.
However, 12 on your sides, Marilyn Moritz explains why you should still bundle up.
How many times have you heard this? Put on a jacket or you'll catch a cold. Thing is, that's not true. You can't catch a cold by exposure to the weather.
Being cold itself won't make you sick. Viruses, however, will by causing respiratory tract infections.
There are more than 200 viruses that can cause a cold, and all can be more likely to spread in winter because people spend more time indoors. That increases exposure to germs in the air and on surfaces, and those germs can make it into your nose, mouth, or eyes. Mucus in the nose also plays a role. It helps trap germs we breathe in before they can cause an infection. But
low humidity in heated environments can cause the lining in our noses to become drier, which makes it easier for the germs to invade the body.
A humidifier can help. Levoit, Honeywell, and Baby Move models got top marks in Consumer Reports tests. They cost between $55 and $100. While cold weather doesn't cause a cold, there may be an indirect link. Our immune systems function best when body temperature is well regulated. So, to bolster your immunity, yep, bundle up. And still have these. Wearing a face mask in a crowd or around sick people can help protect you. And of course, don't forget to frequently wash your hands. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Yeah, thank you. Just be on top of things.
Yeah, we'll keep this stuff handy just in case.
Never know.
Right now, 9:38, 43 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
Musicians, dancers, and vocalists all invited to open auditions for the Children's Ballet of San Antonio's spring production this weekend. We're going to tell you what you need to know if you're interested in going when we come back.
Performing artists, listen up. An opportunity to work with prestigious dancers from the American Ballet Theater is happening this weekend.
The Children's Ballet of San Antonio will host auditions for Sleeping Beauty. Alyssa Cole tells us with more about the spring production and how you can get involved.
The Children's Ballet of San Antonio will host open auditions for Sleeping Beauty, the spring production. It's their first time in 7 years hosting this production, but this year it'll be very special. They will be featuring the American Ballet Theater principal dancers Skylar Brandt and Herman Cornejo. They will be a part of this year's production, bringing that one-on-one exclusive technique and experience right here in San Antonio. Now, to qualify for those auditions, you can be a vocalist, a dancer, a musician, a gymnast, or you can be a production assistant. Now, it is open for children between the ages of 3 years old and 19 years old. And again, those auditions are set for this Saturday, January 28th at the Dance Center of San Antonio at 126 West Rector Suite 120. Details on audition times for, like I mentioned, the musicians, the dancers, the actors, and the gymnasts will be all listed on our website. Be sure to tune in on our later newscast to find out more details, and those details will also be listed on our website at ksat.com. Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa.
Should be good weather. Well, I guess it'll be inside anyway, but
yeah,
this weekend.
Yeah, for the most part, Saturday's a little dicey. Saturdays can be maybe a little bit damp, but not like widespread rain like we saw yesterday.
Kind of a drizzle situation.
Yeah, we've been there, done that. It just kind of makes everything damp, but it doesn't really give us the rain that we need. So hopefully down the line, we will get some more good rain chances. Looking like maybe a little bit of a pattern shift. Speaking of, let's look at the Aquifer. This is something we haven't looked at in a long while. Where are we? Where do we stand? We're still at stage 2 watering for SAWS customers, if you're curious, which means that once a week watering. You know, this time of year, we don't have to do a lot of that in winter, but this is the average. The line here shows the average aquifer where we've seen it historically. And notice since March of last year, so this is March of last year here, we've had just falling numbers, and we've been well below average. We've had a couple bumps here and there, but nothing that would get us back to where we would average. The 10-day average is 636.3, so that is well below where we need to be. And today's number is 636.7. So if we were hoping to see a bump from yesterday's rain, it didn't come. There was a little bit of one, but not much at all. So the aquifer is still in really bad shape. As we know, We've been here before. All it takes is one big rain and then the aquifer will fill up. But there is something like that is not in the forecast, at least anytime soon. As we go outside for you, we've got blue skies. And what a start. It's a little chilly out there, but it is nice. 41 at the airport, 43 Stinson, 42 at Kelly, 41 at Randolph. 40s for Kerrville and Fredericksburg, 48 down there in Carrizo Springs and around Bexar County, right around the low 40s. But these numbers will take some big jumps here over the next couple of hours, and we should be near 50 by noontime, 52 in fact. Sunny skies, 59 your high this afternoon. With northwesterly winds anywhere from, I'd say 10 to 15, there could be some gusts up around 20 miles per hour. So not as windy as yesterday, but still breezy at times this afternoon. And then tonight, as quickly as we warm up, we cool off. 48 degrees at 8 o'clock, 46 at 9 p.m. Here is that storm system that moved through yesterday, brought the severe weather to the Texas Gulf Coast, brought us our rain. It is now moving towards the northeast. A good band of snow now stretching from Chicago to St. Louis, Indianapolis, Detroit, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, up to parts of upstate New York. So this is a big swath of snow here, likely going to cause some travel delays. And then you've got severe weather stretching down into parts of Florida. Now, as we go west, what's headed our way? Well, we don't see a lot, right? Things have quieted down over parts of California, which had seen a lot of rain over the last month. But there is some energy out there that will eventually funnel in by the weekend. That gives us a little bit of lift, and then, as I said, maybe some drizzle. It's more about the moisture, though. We get moisture returning back into place by Saturday, so dew points go from the 20s, where it's really dry, up to near 60 by the weekend, which is why we're adding in some of those small rain chances. Here's a look at that forecast. This is Friday, by the way, because today and tomorrow, beautiful. We got nothing to show you. But 6 p.m. Friday, here come the clouds. Clouds fill in. So Friday's a mostly cloudy day, and then by Saturday morning, we get some of that drizzle, fog, just overall dampness on Saturday. So heads up there. I don't think we'll see much sun on Saturday, but the sun does reappear on Sunday. 58 tomorrow. We go mostly cloudy Friday, 58, 63 Saturday with that chance of some showers and drizzle, 70 Sunday, and then maybe some more small rain chances into next week. Still some uncertainties there, but hopefully we'll get a better grasp on it next couple days, and hopefully there'll be some better rain chances than what you see there.
At least we got some earlier this week or yesterday. A big amount, a lot of amount.
It's a start. It's a start, and hopefully the spring is good to us.
Very good.
That's right. Well, rodeo season is upon us. David Sears is back. Talk about our big KSAT Insiders event.
You guys excited about the rodeo?
Very excited about it.
Always. If you want to join Ursula Perry and myself on a wagon in the Western Heritage Parade next Saturday, the 4th of February, there's the wagon, there's the horses, there's the wagon driver, Dennis Moore. He owns the Buggy Barn out there in Blanco. If you want to join us on that wagon, all you have to do is go to our website and sign up. If you're a KSAT Insider, you fill out a registration form. If you're not a KSAT Insider, you become a KSAT Insider. It's free, and then you can sign up. We're going to take 5 people, and then they can each bring a guest.
Oh.
And then Ursula and I will be sitting on that wagon, and we're going to go through the whole downtown area. We're going to be, I don't know if we're near the steers or not, but that's always fun.
That's cool. Well, you got to not go through the downtown area, but you were already on this buggy. So.
We were already on it, and it's a nice ride.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, and it wasn't like a street. It was like, the Old West.
Off-road.
Yeah, we were like,
I love that kind of that old school kind of barn red, and
it's beautiful.
It reminds me a little bit of the wagon that the Clydesdales pull.
Yeah.
Just a little bit,
Oh,
but
yeah, it does.
maybe not quite that big.
Not quite that big, but very, very nice, very comfortable. Dennis, by the way, has been in some movies. He's had some of his horses in some movies. He's helped with movies like 1863, the spinoff of
That's
Yellowstone.
cool.
That's right.
He's done some work with that.
Yeah.
So he's like what you call a real cowboy.
Yes, he is. Justin,
And
you
I
had a
think
question?
we said it last weekend that he's like he's a 5th generation Blancoite.
Blanco resident.
Blanco resident. And his daughter works there, and she's got 2 kids, so they got 7 generations of folks from Blanco. He was one of the
Very
first
cool.
3 settlers, his family, one of
That's
the first
amazing.
3 families that settled Blanco.
Well, we're glad he can join us for this event.
Yeah. Did you have a question?
No, I was just going to say I sit by you and Ursula, so I know that it would not be a dull moment on this ride. We had some great conversations. So you guys are fun to be around, so it'll be a good time.
It will be a fun time.
Yeah.
We will make it a fun time, trust me.
Are you going to bring snacks?
So,
I was talking about
probably.
snacks. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. It depends on how long the
never
ride
thought
is,
about
I
snacks.
guess.
Like an hour. Right?
Beef jerky. Biscuits. Apples to feed the horse. Horses.
Yes, you want to make
what do
good
your
with the
horses like to eat for snack?
They have apple treats.
Apple treats. Okay.
Oh, my horses don't like carrots.
Really?
No, they
They don't like their veggies.
They don't like something sugared. They need peppermints. And you couldn't be on TV because obviously the parade's going to be broadcast on SA Live with Mike and Fiona. So there's a chance when we roll by the cameras, we'll get to be on TV.
Well, I kind of figured since it was a KSAT Insider event that there was a chance for somebody to be on TV, right?
That's pretty cool.
We'll make it happen.
And
David?
usually it's cold when this happens. But we'll see what happens. But I mean, in years past,
It'll be a little
it's been
chilly.
pretty
I mean,
cold.
it's
rain or shine.
It's February. It's rodeo, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeehaw.
Right, saddle up, South Texas, 950, 44 degrees.
And when we come back, a 91-year-old woman is being honored on her last day on the job, what her community is doing for her, and why she is so special to them.
Okay, let's go.
She might be small in stature.
Hi there.
She's actually under 100 pounds, and I worry in the winter when it gets too windy that she better hold on to a post or blow away.
But Louise Cobbs has some serious staying power.
My mom is 91, and for years we would say, hey, Mom, you're going to retire soon, and she's like, no.
The great-grandmother has worked as a school crossing guard for the last 41 years.
We're really happy for her, but sad to see her go. She's a staple of the neighborhood.
Family, friends, students, and community members gathering to pay tribute to this local hero.
Sometimes life has a way of making decisions for you, and it just came at the right time.
Experts say that crossing guards do more than help kids get across the street safely. They also remind drivers to look out for pedestrians, and they help young people develop the skills to one day cross streets safely by themselves. Louise says students she helped years ago will roll down their windows as they drive by and thank her for her service.
She crossed me 35 years ago.
She helps us every day.
She always brightens your day.
And now in Nassau County, Long Island, where she's kept students safe for more than 4 decades.
She never called in sick in 41 years.
January 24th will forever be known as Louise T. Cobbs Day.
It was the greatest job. I love it very much.
A beloved crossing guard keeping students safe twice a day, every day for 41 years.
41 years, a long time.
She's awesome because if something happens, she'll always be there.
Oh, thank you so much, honey. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Will Gans, ABC News, New York.
Great lady, great job.
Yeah.
How many kids look forward to seeing the crossing guard when they head off to school every morning?
They were always pretty cool when I was growing up.
Yeah, I want to see it. How many people would like to see the Spurs beat the Lakers tonight?
Yeah.
That would be nice. Everything, everywhere, all at once. That would apply.
Good job, David.
So we need something. Tip off is what, 9:30. Go Spurs.
We're going to turn it around.
Yeah.
Spurs go indeed. I'd love to beat those guys tonight.
That'd be nice.
They're 0-3 against them so far this year. Let's get one.
Bye, guys.